Good morning, sir. My name is Sowanting and my metric number is 211220673. Today, I'd like to present about Chapter 1. Firstly, for introduction, due to the outbreak of COVID-19, the working mode of the public has been replaced by online work from the original offline office. Although online office is convenient and the time is relatively free, but for some industry, it is still relatively difficult to complete work online. Then, what is consumer satisfaction? Customer satisfaction is essentially a metric of knowing how well a company's goods, services, and general customer experiences live up to expectations. And by displaying how successfully our goods and services connect customers, it speaks to the viability of our business. Next, I'd like to present about problem statement. Firstly, customers are placing higher demands on service providers and expecting better overall service. Therefore, how to provide customers with high-quality online service is a problem that the bus industry must overcome. Second, a company's success in satisfying its customers is more crucial than its ability to keep consumer. Because once customers are satisfied with the public transportation online service, it can help them to save time in solving problems and also liberate themselves from going to the counter service. Thirdly, businesses are also have a big duty to offer their customers quality online services. As a public transportation owner, they must first improve customer contacts by follow-up after concerns were handled, listen actively to customers, and also provide valuable follow-up if they want to see an improvement in customer satisfaction of their online service. Next, I'd like to present about research question and research objective about our study. For the research question, firstly, the question is, do the dimensions of online service have an influence on customer satisfaction? And second, what are the factors that influence customer satisfaction with public transportation online services? Well, for the research objective, firstly is to develop and provide a model that links the many aspects of online service quality to customer satisfaction, result, and their behavior in turns. Then second is to provide useful advice or guidelines for the public transport industry to enhance and improve the quality of their online services in the future. Next, the scope research in this study is to investigate the overall satisfaction of public transport customers with online service, and it is also to determine and analyze customer satisfaction with the online service. And all the data will be collected through questionnaire survey. And lastly, the significance of study is to show the finding is important because the study could provide useful information for future researchers, and the main goal is to determine whether online services have an influence on consumers' satisfaction with the standard of services received from the public transportation sector. And this study also intends to determine the factors that influence customer satisfaction with online service for public transportation. And lastly, this study is also aims to provide the online service suggestions for the public transportation businesses.
Assalamualaikum, selamat sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Aziz Afandi bin Muhammad Afizi, and my metric number is 211220580, and I'm gonna explain about chapter 2. So the first point in chapter 2 is literature review. The first point is interaction with an employee by using the online platform. Interaction with an employee by using the online platform are one of the most easiest way for the employee to interact with the customers. Online platform make it easy for the employee to reach the customers due to the existence of the online platforms such as WhatsApp and website, which give the customer capability to text or call the employee that on duty directly with the minimum effort and save a lot of time, which can affect the customer satisfaction as well. So the second point is interaction with an employer by using the online platform. Online platform has so much advantages, not only for the customer, but also for the employee. Employee can contact the employer directly with the usage of the online platform, which help them to save out some time to interact with their employer than having to meet their employer face-to-face, which is need some more time than contacting the employer with the online platform. And the third point is ability to work using the online platform. Online platform makes such a big sense in making work become easier and can save a lot of time in industry that providing services as the framework. As for public transport, The employee can develop their work more efficiently as they can make their work easier and faster with the access to the online platform. The fourth point is quality of the online platform. The quality of the online platform also one of the most important tasks for maintaining the performance of the platform itself and also to make sure that the platform can functioning well to give the fullest satisfaction to the customer. And the last point is situational challenge. Situational challenge is one of the biggest challenge that we need to face when using the online platform. There are a lot of trouble that can be occurred. For example, when there are heavy rain or storm coming, the online session will interrupt due to the unstable signal that caused by the storm. So, the second point in this chapter is concept of IV and DV and the linkage between them. IV, which means independent variable, is a variable that controlled by the researcher to observe and study the upcoming trend that affected to the other variable. Independent variable can affect the dependent variable. Independent variable also can be split to two variables known as experimental variable and subject variable. For the DV, which is mean dependent variable, is a variable that manipulated by the independent variable. The changing of the independent variable may change the dependent variable too. Dependent variable is an outcome to what the experiment meant to measure and also take as a record of the experiment that are depending on the independent variable. Both variables are something that taken in the research as a characteristic which is used to be a main source to any data measurement that collected through the research. That's where the independent variable and dependent variable comes to differ to comparing the data collected by the researcher and manipulated by them to achieve their goal in the research. The last point for this chapter is conceptual framework and the researcher hypothesis. From the idea that have been generated, the summarize of the idea from literature review are that the online platform have given so much benefits to the working environment, whether to increase productivity of the worker and also to increase the satisfaction of the customer. Increasing the satisfaction of the customer should be the main objective of every service industry in every situation, especially in this pandemic COVID-19 that gave a big impact to the service industry. Performing and create an online platform to increase the productivity of the public transport service benefits the both sides of the worker and also the customer. It gives the advantage to the industry to oversee and overcome the disadvantage that the pandemic COVID-19 have been to our country, which is to minimizing the physical contact that affect the communication of the employee and the employer and also the customer. It also helped in making the scene for the worker who affected by the COVID-19 to work from home. As for the public transport workers, such as the operator and the reporter can just work from their home, which is also help the company to maintain the performance and prevent from the company to having the short worker problem, which can affect the whole operation and also will affect the customer, which they will stuck in the operation when the operation is having a problem or when there are too many customers, which can cause any casualties to the work environment and affect the satisfaction of the customer. There are three hypotheses that can be made, which is the customer satisfaction has a relationship with the service quality provided. The quality of service has a relationship with the interaction between employee and employer. And customer satisfaction has a relationship with the working environment. These hypotheses are made by the observation of the literature review that have been concluded to this hypothesis as a guide to this research.
After that, I will present methodology. The method we choose for this research is survey conduct online. The survey instrument is Tinkercad formats. We use online platform and open to anyone who willing to participate with English language for exposure our questionnaire. In addition, it was taken 1 week to complete. The reason why we choose this method is because the target of our respondents will be easily reached it. For pilot test, the survey to collect data from public transportation user involve the following steps, which are design of questionnaire, pilot test with a small representative sample, administration and data collection, data analysis to improve the questionnaire, revision based on pilot test result, and finally the main study with a well-designed questionnaire. Also, the pilot test can have multiple rounds until the final design is satisfactory. In research design, the first we should focus is exploratory or explanatory. In this study, we aim to explore the impact of online service on customer satisfaction with public transportation. The study focused on understanding the relationship between real-time information, ticket processing, and trip planning and overall satisfaction of public transportation users. Secondly, deductive or inductive. This study tests the relationship between online service and customer satisfaction in public transportation using our deductive approach. The hypothesis is that online service impact customer satisfaction. The lead unit of analysis. The study focused on individual public transportation user satisfaction and their perception of online service providers. It aims to analyze the impact of online service on customer satisfaction. Fourthly, cross-sectional or longitudinal. This study used cross-sectional survey designed to gather data from many participants at one point in time to determine the relationship between online service and customer satisfaction. Continue to population and sample size. This study will survey public transportation users with access to online service. A sample of 30 participants will be selected for diversity. Next, popularity and non-popularity. This study will use non-popularity sampling, where participants are chosen based on convenience and ability rather than random selection. This method is chosen due to time and cost constraints, as popularity sampling can be time-consuming and costly to implement. For sampling technique, the study used convenience sampling to collect data from 30 participants who are willing and available to participants. The questionnaire was administered through a Google form and collected 30 complete responses. In data collection methods, it got separated to two data. The first one is primary data. The study will collect primary data through an online survey distributed via social media. The survey will be administered using an online questionnaire form, which is cost-effective and quick to implement. The collected data will be used to make comparisons and findings. For secondary data for this research is collected from published resources such as journal, reports, and online database. Next, instrumentation and measurement. In survey format, the survey used a closed-end questionnaire format with multiple choice and ranking scale questions to gather quantifiable data and measure specific variables such as satisfaction and opinions. The online format is chosen for convenience and to reach a numerous participant quickly. Moreover, cooperation definition. The study defines customer satisfaction as the overall satisfaction of public transportation user with the service provided by the providers. Use of online service is defined as the frequency and ease of use of online service. For structure of questionnaire sets, the questionnaire in this study consists of 5 sessions to assess customer satisfaction with public transportation, focusing on reliability, responsiveness, assurance, F&D, and tangibility. Next, the questionnaire will be distributed through various channels such as social media platforms and online survey platforms to reach a wide range of participants. The distribution process will be flexible and respondents will have the option to participate or not. Last, data analysis involves examining the collected data to draw conclusions and identify important information. We use SBS 20.0 software to analyze the data. The software helps to build the data in various ways, including understanding the overall picture, measuring relationship, making prediction, and examining relationship between different pieces of data. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chen Jihong, 211220533. So, as we collect the data, or we can say the Google form that received by the people, hereby I will present the response rate. After we analyze the data, we found that 50% of each gender have given the response through this research. Mostly age are between 18 to 30 years old, while only 3.3%, which only one people, is about 14 years old. Also, in occupation, there's in 93.3% of the student, and the other 3.3% of for each, which is employee and government officer. So our survey target in this investigation of online service influence the customer satisfaction of the public transportation is around 30 people, and it done successfully. 100% people done this survey. So in the content validity, Researchers recommend the skills with excellent content validity should be composed of I minus content validity index of 0.78 or higher and S minus CVI over UA, which is the total of all items, and S minus CVI over average of 0.8 and 0.9 or higher respectively. However, in our research, none of the data are achieved the target. So in reliability analysis, we measure the acceptable level by using converged alpha. So we got 5 variables, which is the customer satisfaction concerning reliability, responsiveness, insurance, empathy, and tangibility. After the calculation by using the SPSS, there's only one of them, which is customer satisfaction concerning responsiveness. It's acceptable, which is in 0.737 of the converged alpha.
Good afternoon, doctor. My name is Tan Jing Yu. I am from class 21C. My metric number is 211220687. Today, I want to present about the descriptive analysis, inferential analysis, result of hypothesis testing, and summary of Chapter 4. Descriptive analysis, Section A, demography. The three of the graph show the data demography, which are gender, age, and occupation. From the graph gender, we can see that the total of the male respondents are same with the total of the female respondents, which are 15 respondents or 50%. From the graph age, we can see that the age 18 to 30 years old have many respondents, which are 29 people or 99% fill in the survey. This is because this area age of respondents have more experience on using the public transportation to anywhere. For the age above 40 years old, just have one respondent or 1% to fill in this survey. This is because they did not have the modern public transportation on their born year. From the graph occupation, we can see that the total number of the student is higher than the employee and government official, which is 28 people or 98%. This is because most of the students will go to school by the public transportation. After that, the section B to section F are so important in the research on online service influence the customer satisfaction of the public transportation. In those of the section, we can see that they have different types of the answer that fill in by respondents. This is because they have own opinion. Table 1 shows that the mean and standard deviation of each of the variables. The range of mean of all variables were between 3.13 to 3.93. In this study, the mean value of the convenient business hour is higher than online service maintained on error-free records, which is 3.93 higher than 3.13. This shows that the employee have the convenient business hours while they have the low quality management on online service. Inferential analysis. Table 2 shows that intercorrelation between variables. Pearson correlations between interaction with an employer by using online platform, interaction with colleague by using online platform, ability to work by using online platform, quality of online platforms, and situational challenges show by varied relationship between all variables. As indicated in Table 2, interaction with an employer by using online platform and ability to work by using online platform are positively correlated with R equal to 0.499, P smaller than 0.01, moderate correlation. The interaction with an employer by using online platform and quality of online platforms are positively correlated with R equal to 0.427, P smaller than 0.05, considered statistically significant. Table 3 indicated the multiple regression analysis of the 5 predictors. Interaction with an employer by using online platform, interaction with colleague by using online platform, ability to work by using online platform, quality of online platforms, and situational challenges towards the customer satisfaction. The value of F is equal to 52.871. As indicated in Table 3, there was a significant effect of interaction with an employer by using online platform on the customer satisfaction. That equal to 0.100, T equal to 2.1 578, p equal to 0.006. The same result is presented for the significant effect of interaction with college by using online platform on customer satisfaction. Beta equal to 0.085, t equal to 1.256, p equal to 0.156. Next, regression analysis also found significant effect of ability to work by using online platform. Beta equal to 0.220, t equal to 2.817, p equal to 0.002, and quality of online platforms. Beta equal to 0.315, t equal to 3.546, p equal to 0.167. Lastly, the significant effect also occurred on situational challenges. Beta equal to 0.450, t equal to 2.660, p equal to 0.000. Results of hypothesis testing. The result for the response rate is good, and there have many respondents help us to fill in the survey. In content validity, we have calculated the content validity ratio first. After that, we calculate the content validity index. The result of the content validity index is CVI equal to 0.6 plus 0.2 minus 0.2 plus 0.2 minus 0.2 plus 0.6 plus 1, and then divide to 7. And the answer is 0.31. This is the lower amount for the CVI that comparing with the critical value for the panel of 5 experts, 0.99. We must improve the questions with a low CVR to get a higher CVI. In reliability analysis, the converge alpha is nearest for all of the questions. In descriptive analysis, the result of the respondents that choose the option is not safe. This is because all of them have own opinion. In inferential analysis, interaction with an employer by using online platform and ability to work by using online platform are positively correlate with R equal to 0.499, P smaller than 0.01. Moderate correlation, while the interaction with an employer by using online platform and quality of online platforms are positively correlate with R equal to 0.427, P smaller than 0.05, considered statistically significant. The regression analysis for all of the variables are significant. Summary of Chapter 4. In conclusion, there have many methods that we analyze our data after we collect the data from the Google form, such as response rate, content validity, reliability analysis, descriptive analysis, and inferential analysis. We must calculate and explain well in our research to make sure that we and the reader will know the research of ourselves. Hope that those of the methods can help us in our future research. Thank you.
Now I will continue to present about discussion and conclusion. In this part, have included research implication, research limitation, recommendation for the future research and conclusion. The research issue is customer satisfaction to public transportation influences with online service. For the respondent demographic profile, we have 30 respondents and 50% is male and 50% is female. 28 respondents are students, 1 respondent is private employee, and 1 respondent is government employees. 29 respondents are among 18 until 30 years old, and 1 respondent aged above 40 years old. For the central tendencies measurement, we're using independent variables, which is IV, and dependent variables, DV. For the highest mean is 3.93, which is convenient business hours. The second highest means 3.83, which is the willingness to listen and respond to your needs available to customers. The lowest mean is 3.13, which is online service maintained on error-free records. For the scale measurement is methods to do research. For the inferential analysis have give positive effect on the study. The highest correlation coefficient is 0.499, which is ability to work by using online platform. The second highest correlation coefficient is 0.427, which is quality of online platform. For discussion of major findings, we get CVI. The CVI is compared with the lower amount compared with the critical value for a panel of 5 experts, which is 0.99, equal to 0.6 plus 0.2 minus 0.2 plus 0.2 minus 0.2 plus 0.6 plus 1 divided by 7 equal to 0.31. For the regression analysis, the first one, interaction with an employer by using online platform, and the p-value is 0.006. The p-value of interaction with colleagues by using online platform is 0.156. The ability to work by using online platform and the p-value is 0.002. The highest p-value of the in regression analysis is quality of online platform, which is equal to 0.167. The situation challenges didn't give any p-value, which is equal to 0.000. Now I will discuss about research implication. The first is interaction with an employee by using online platform. Customer will communicate through online platform if they have problem. Besides, customer service center will give guidance to customer if the customers don't understand how to use online platform to purchase ticket. The next is interaction with colleagues by using online platform. Since the pandemic COVID-19 happened, people start using online platform. This can help to reduce face-to-face touching and reduce the risk of employee to getting COVID-19. Besides, online platform can help to reduce work stress of employees. And lastly, customer can save time to buy ticket and ticket counter. The next one is ability to work by using platform. Employee just accomplish job not increase substantially. So the ability of online platform just help the employees to save time and to accomplish other job. The next one is quality of the online platform. The quality of online platform is needed to avoid website crash. Too many people purchase ticket at the same time will cause the online platform crash. For example, when discount activities for flight tickets in limited time and many people will buy the ticket at the same time. So online platform must easily to use for people, especially senior citizens. For the last one is situational challenges. The situational challenges such as unstable network, server maintenance, software errors, and so on will cause the online platform crash. But the interruption mostly will not disturb people to buy the ticket. Now I will discuss about research limitation and recommendation for future research. For the first limitation is population of respondent very small. This is because the respondent only limits to UNIMED student and staff, and the place to do research just only in PP UNIMED. Besides, the public transportation in police only have my bus, Grab, ETS, and KTM, so not too many people will use public transportation except students. This will affect the population of the research narrow. For the next limitation is hard to collect data. This research issue is too specific and hard to get information from Google, so the mostly customer satisfaction issues related to how to measure profitability and so on, and not many related to our research study. So the specific issue cause the study just get mostly information, the result of Google Forms and article from friends. The last limitation is time constraints. The study is a cross-sectional study. Cross-sectional study only looks at the relationship between variables at one point. So the study failed to determine the changes of the customer satisfaction to the independent variables. For a recommendation for future research is find more respondents to fill form and get respondent by face-to-face, and start prepare for the research earlier due to hard to collect information. My present is end here. Thank you.